dental. Anything to make you smile. Book today at AspenDental.com. Walk in or call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
LBJ, Crime and Tragedy, premieres Sunday night at 9 on CNN.
In a little over 90 minutes, CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky will face questions about the agency's indoor masking guidance, as several reports indicate that the agency could loosen those guidelines within days. Last week, Walensky said the CDC was reviewing the
You say hi to the people.
and hospitals all across the country, but said right now the agency is sticking to current recommendations.
You better shy.
Joins me now. So, Elizabeth, a lot of people will be focusing to this press conference. What can we expect to hear about guidance changing in the future? I think we might be hearing a little bit of towards changing this guidance. So many states have announced recently that they're going to take guidance. And these are two good states. These are states that have been really sick throughout the pandemic, and they're saying.
It's like I'm Shaggy Shaw, and I'm a true believer. Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. No, really. Those are the actual ingredients. Just details. Get to the good stuff.
What's happening, y'all?
At Coons, being one of the nation's biggest means bigger new car selection. It also means you don't have to wait.
What's happening, y'all? LVC, my chilling. Early morning. Yeah, me. Jabari laugh his ass off every time he hear that commercial because they say coons. Mimi eating her French toast sticks and drinking her apple juice. So I'm doing my granddad thing. What's I finna say? What's up, y'all? So I was just talking. Shouts out to Say Less. Shouts out to my bro Say Less. I was my bro Say Less. Let me see YouTube on that shit early. Let me see if I caught up. What's up, man? YouTube on that shit early. All right, I think I caught up. So look, I figured it out. Cause what's up? It's been bothering me. How they gonna use March 10th? He hopes so. He'll be ready to play March 10th. Let's see.
You got that game in Philly in a couple of weeks. Do you think you can be ready for that? You know, physically, mentally, I imagine that's a pretty.
I hope so.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right. Wild, you surprised? Ben Simmons said he hopes to play on March 10th when his new team, the Nets, play his old team, the Sixers, in Philly.
Oh, I was surprised. I was pleasantly surprised, Jenna, because all yesterday I had to see on social media, oh, Ben Simmons is smiling. Yo, Ben Simmons is happy. What about the mental health? Yeah. Have you ever left a job and then been happy? Surprise, you get happier. Also, that's not the way mental health works, for the record. He's not supposed to be just weeping on the bench. You can have some struggles and have some peaks and valleys of happiness. And overall, hopefully the guy is in a better spot. So the idea that people are rooting for, like, oh, I wanted him to be angry and sad the whole time, really got in my craw. And why I was pleasantly surprised, although I seem mad right now, I'm actually happy. Why I was pleasantly surprised, Broussard, is this. The fact that he didn't say, you know what, probably won't be ready. To me, that means that game in Philadelphia will be the defining moment of his career. And it has already shown me that he's got confidence that he's going to play well. Never played with Durant in a real game here. I think that is an idea
they're going to use Ben Simmons like Boris Diaw because that's exactly who Ben Simmons is. Ben Simmons is a more athletic. I was trying to figure it out, and I got to talking to Jeff because I was trying to figure out how this is going to work. He's going to have to play center like Boris Diaw plays center. Remember, D'Antoni is the defense is going to be thrown to the wind. Remember when Amari Stoudemire got hurt and Boris Diaw ended up playing center, and he became the primary ball handler and Nash would come off of that. That's how they're going to run their offense. That's exactly why he said he doesn't care that he can't shoot. Just like Boris Diaw, Ben Simmons cannot shoot. Just like Boris Diaw, Ben Simmons can't shoot free throws. And that's why I don't think it's going. But that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yes. I'm not talking about him being stressed. His demeanor, he was calm, he was confident, he was comfortable. And when he said at the end that the people rooting against him or hating on him should be happy that he's smiling, it changes the narrative. But
they did me dirty. It shut my shit down. This nigga been playing Larry June lately. This nigga been feeling himself. Fuck this ball head. I think my haters told. Refresh, I'm back. You like that thumbnail? That motherfucker that's who he is, boys. Diaw, man.
And then there was a lot of reporting that part of his frustration in Philly was that I was the number one pick and I didn't get a chance to grow on a bad team. I didn't have a team built around me. That I was immediately thrust into a winning environment. That was a complaint of his. That was immediately that I had to produce immediately. Then you look at these other guys. Like, is anyone right now filling Jake Cunningham? Last year, was anyone filling Anthony Evans? I didn't get that opportunity. Well, we're now long removed from that. He signed a max contract. I don't think anyone's feeling badly for him. But he now is in a very similar environment.
It's even worse.
Right now, it's going to be about the playoffs. You have championship expectations. I don't know.
Yes, they are.
Brooklyn is actually better for him to get over the thing we're talking about than if he would have gone to St. Antonio. If Daryl would have taken the DeJounte Murray package 4 months ago, and he could have played with someone else.
Nah, shit, my phone just turned off and on. It ain't your phone. Look, YouTube, good as shit. T-Mobile. That's why I only stream off a certain phone, because this phone famous for doing that.
He has to play his role, right? Oh, I have to play defense and drive the lane, fine. KD, you're going to hit the big shots, good. Seth, you're going to spread the floor, great. To me, as long as he knows his role and he'll play within his game, I think he's going to play great, Dennis. You're throwing it to Skip.
Next have the Knicks at the Garden. So let's see what happens. We gotta go on this right now.
I'm sorry, y'all. Ben Simmons is going to be another Boris Diaw. That's how they're going to play the look for. D'Antoni is still there at the Nets. For them to be a fast-paced team, get the ball up fast. Don't take a lot of fouls. Let guys just go get a layup because they're gonna hurry up and get it down the court. They're gonna shoot a lot of threes. They're gonna move the ball. But at the end of the day, listen to what I tell you. He said, I hope I'll be ready. It's 3 weeks away. Dejan, he said he hopes he'll be ready to play in 3 weeks. Again. Then, hey, Philly got the shit kicked out of them by the Celtics. Did not tell everybody too quick to break up the Lakers. Did not tell y'all I mean, like everybody was too quick to quit on the Celtics. Didn't I tell y'all? Everybody quit on Tatum and Brown. Motherfuckers was like, break that shit up. They done won 10 in a row. Remember them niggas early over on the Lamont channel? Break it up. Break it. I'm like, no, don't break it up. It's a new coach, a new system. Some of the players, the Celtics ain't never pretenders as long as they got Brown and Tatum. Deshaun. You understand that. When you got a 6'9", 6'10" wing that can score, 6'7", 6'8" wing that can score and play defense at a high level, they ain't never pretenders. It depends on what they put around them. It ain't about breaking them two up. It's about accentuating their talents and the people around them. Marcus Smart is a good person around him. Daniel Tice, good person around him. Al Horford, you ready to take your bath? Good person around him. Come on. You gotta have good players around. You gotta have good players around. Yeah, that's dumb. You can't trade the core of your team. It was the people they put around and they put then. Look, Shimmy O. Well, Dejan, the fact that you know that they going to the playoffs don't make them fake. And they are contenders because they go to the playoffs. That's what makes you a contender. So somebody going to the draft is a contender. The Jazz was the first seed, second seed. I don't think that's a fake contender. You can't say shit like that because something simple like an injury could happen. A simple injury could happen to a favorite. Like Steph go down in the playoffs, like Clay went down, or Clay re-injured his shit. The Jazz could walk through the playoffs. And don't say, well, how often do that happen? The time that Steph Curry won the championship, every point guard got hurt. Every team that got swept by LeBron. Yeah, that Hawk team got beat and swept by LeBron. They weren't fake contenders. They were contenders. They just weren't the better team. You young boys need to stop with this dumb shit. A team that goes to the playoffs is the definition of a contender. Are they a championship team? No. They're a perennial playoff team that's always in contention for a championship. Fake contenders is like the Wizards. Every year they go to the playoffs no matter what seed they are. They not going to get it done. Dennis, no, not by himself. Dennis Schroeder ain't do that. Not by himself, Dennis Schroeder. Well, you're not getting nothing else but in the bath. Come on, take your socks off. Take your socks off. Okay. Stick your feet. Stick your feet. Now, do you have to boo-boo? Do you have to boo-boo? Yes or no? Do you have to boo-boo? Huh? That's not what I asked. You say no any other time. Come on. Yeah, they made the Eastern Conference Finals last year. I won't call them fake contenders. Anything can happen. So, people was calling Toronto fake contenders until they got Kawhi and won. You know what I'm saying? So, a team that goes to the playoffs every year, there's one step away from getting over the hump. I can't call them fake contenders. I can only say they ain't get over the hump. They not champions yet. Right. Because if winning regular season games was so fucking easy, I'm quite sure Steph didn't look like he wanted to be in the play-in game. Look, if winning regular season games didn't count, why the fuck is Steph playing his ass off this year? Well, he ain't really playing his ass off. He had actually a bad year. It's because, again, like I told y'all, 503 line, be worried about the Lakers and my team trying to troll, and he gave himself bad karma. And I keep telling them that. You can't do Bama shit like that. Because when you worry about other people's mob instead of your own, your shit goes to hell. Y'all don't see me being worrying about whether the Warriors good or bad. Y'all see me say, hey, they good. And if they bad, I just leave it at that. But I ain't overly concerned with no team but the Lakers. I can tell you what's wrong with them. I can tell you what's wrong with them. Man, no, they don't. Lakers don't think they're going to make a run. I don't know what the fuck they doing, though. At this point, I think they just guessing. Now, I don't think they know what they doing. They worried about the motherfucking tax and all of that, but you make more money than any other motherfucking team. In the NBA, nobody make more. Man, who got a higher revenue than the Lakers? Who make more revenue than the motherfucking Lakers? Who make more revenue than the Lakers? Yeah, I think it's gonna be a rematch of Phoenix and the Bucks too. And people keep asking me, people kept saying the Bucks don't look. Now look, I said we should have traded for Buddy Hield and Halliburton. Them motherfuckers go, yeah, Giannis scored 50, but 8 for 22. I mean, 8 for 12 from 3. He had 36. Whatchamacall that? Halliburton had like 20 and 12. It's young players, man. Motherfuckers gotta learn how to move on. Some of y'all niggas is like, the thing is, y'all niggas, some niggas don't know how to move on. Some of y'all niggas just keep on playing your motherfucking Xbox One, your first Xbox, not the Xbox One, the first Xbox, not the 3, just the Xbox One. I don't want to get no new system. They making PlayStation 5s. I don't want none of that shit. Now, dark skin brother, you need to go ahead with all these goddamn channels, boy. Shit. Shit, nigga, you worse than me. Hey, YouTube like that on me too. You worse than me. Yeah, I watched Philly get their ass kicked last night. I'm saying with Boston at any point in time, look, you got Brown and Tatum and Smart if he gets off the injured list. Horford and Tice, you got defense. And you got 2 guys you know can get you a bucket. You got Mr. Dirty Work. They need a good 6 man. Boston can be that deal. Yeah, Smart got hurt last night. I watched it. Philly's biggest problem is Joel Embiid is the only big man they got now. But they could probably run through Paul Millsap. Millsap still got some tread left on the tire. I watched that last night. They need another center. They gonna miss Seth Curry though, because they depending on Danny Green to be a shooter now. That's why I think they gonna struggle until they get James. They don't need Ben Simmons to win. You already seen that. They gonna struggle till James play. They don't have no motherfucking shooters. Not really up, y'all. Philly didn't gut their team. They just moved a key piece. Just like the Nets did. They moved a key piece. The problem is their key piece can play for them now. And Ben Simmons ain't play. Because you can't count Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons wasn't playing all year. You did? They was winning without him. So you can't really count Ben Simmons. You can say they missed Seth Curry. You can say they missed. And I saw it last night because niggas was bricking open ass threes. And you know, Seth hit 3, 4, 5 in a row on your ass. Where Joel would get dependent and he could throw it to him and he could get a hot streak going. They don't got nobody else that could do that. Danny Green, old and streaky. Yeah, they gonna miss James. Yeah, right up, y'all. That's all. They miss James. All that shit last night, I said, nah, James Harden played. They ain't losing by 50. Some dumbass How you explain James Harden ain't play no defense on that one play against Detroit? Did they lose by one play or did they lose? Did they lose it all? He didn't play defense on one play. Okay. How you explain Ben Simmons not shooting damn near every game he plays, you jackass? Ben Simmons get assists with everything you saying. James Harden does that better than Ben Simmons. James Harden has better rebounding numbers and assist numbers than Ben Simmons, and twice the points. Maine West. Oh my God. He did the double. Let me see if I could perform. I said, God damn, that's a trap. So he said, bam, 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 bam. I said, no, look, you can't do it. I said, bam. And then jumped again. I said, oh, nah. I said, bam, 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 bam. Hold up. And then I said, nah, nigga, that's a travel. I know we liberal with the step backs. Bless you. Right up, y'all. That's what I'm about to say. Niggas out here playing hopscotch with these step backs now. Niggas playing Cubert. This nigga done hopped on the court. They don't have one, Blue Bolt. Only other big they got close to a big is Millsap, and he's small. Oh, I forgot they got rid of Andre Drummond. You got me up, y'all. Yeah, they did do themselves a disservice because they couldn't take Embiid out the game last night. And when they did, man, it was dunk. It was already bad. Everything Jalen Brown was throwing up was going in. But then everybody was getting to the rim and dunking. Just he just doing gangster shit. Just right, Bert. Niggas cartwheeling to the goal. Just cartwheeling to the nigga cartwheel dribble. Look. He flipped over. Like he was on a trampoline. Soon as Embiid went to the floor, I said, God damn, I think I can get to the lane. Oh, Jesus. What's going on? Mimi pulled a fast one on me yesterday. She got out the tub and shit on the floor. I can't. Oh my God. I just threw my bathroom rug away. Mighty Thor caught it like a Mighty Thor caught it like a motherfucker. Mighty Thor was chocolate covered. I was like, oh! Ah! started screaming. I was mad as shit. To put her back in the tub. I had to clean the tub with shit clean. I was mad. Oh, I was so mad. And she just did this to me. I'm like, nah. I was mad as shit. She did this to me, y'all. She said, say no damn thumbs up. She, okay. You're not happy right now. You do your granddaddy like this. That shit was a blower. Smoke Dog. What's up, man? You know I ain't lying, though. You know that man Boris did, man. Hero didn't play. That's what the Heat finally lost. Hey, Trey Young going on a motherfucking tear. Darius Garland, 30-8. Mobley, 20-10, 4 assists, 4 steals. Kevin Love, 21-7. Trey Young, 41. And 9. Gallinari, 20. How you would say that's fake? The Celtics. Now they 29-8 for 28-12, 6 and 2 for Taylor. 9 straight wins. They was 25-25 9 games ago and like 11. Now these niggas like 5th. And you call them fake contenders. Remember when Charlotte and the Wizards was in the playoffs? Cavs are a really good team. It's surprising what you do when you keep your young talent and actually coach it to be good. I'm being sarcastic. When you look at Minnesota, they just lost last night, but still they're keeping their young talent and grooming it to be good. Look at Memphis. Keep your young talent, groom it to be good. That's why the Lakers in the conundrum. All their young talent all around the league. That's why I was told you can't trade LeBron, you can't trade AD, and you can't trade Russ. Why? Because you mortgaged your future. What you mean? See, unlike other teams, the Lakers, sometimes because of our stupid ass fan base, we are forced to make a move now. We act like we can't just deal with rebuilding and being great for 5 years like other franchises. We have to make moves like that. Never realizing that the only reason we ever been great, we got Kareem, who was a free agent. And we had other old players around him. They weren't good enough until we got Magic, groomed him to be good. Scott and Worthy and AC groomed them to be good. They became a 5-championship dynasty. Yeah, we got Shaq, but we had Nick Van Exel, Derek Fisher, Eddie Jones, Kobe Bryant, all of them groomed from us, Devin George, to be good. We got a 3-championship dynasty out of that. Kobe wanted to do it his way, and shit wasn't working. We got old players, and we won 2 championships. It was just that time. That worked twice. But that worked twice with Jerry West. That's it. As many times as I worked. You got 8 championships like that, too. And then you won with LeBron and a bunch of old dudes. But I knew we was going to win that year. Everybody was trying to do that. But then you start seeing the seasons change. Yeah, he was good with the Bearcats. Him and Corey Blunt. But then you start seeing the seasons change, and you start seeing these youngins is making a super jump. And then Giannis won. Like, hold up. It's about time for the seasons to change. So now it's about grooming your players, man. See, if you think about it, the Lakers got a championship. They do got a championship. So I'm happy about that. But around the league, they got. No, I don't think the Sixers gave up too much. Last night, the biggest problem was they could have used both Drummond and Seth Curry. But when whatchamacallit them was on fire, Seth Curry wouldn't have been able to stop Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum at all. I don't see where them two would have made much of a difference. They'd have got their ass blown out. They just needed them to score. No, about the Westbrook thing. But anyway, let me go back to where I was at. So when you look around the league, the Lakers have Lonzo Ball, who's on a playoff team. He might be injured, but he can shoot and give you better than 15. They got one-time All-Star D'Angelo Russell, who's in Minnesota, giving you better than 20 a game, and they're in playoff contention. You got Brandon Ingram, two-time All-Star, averaging better than 20-something up there in New Orleans. You got Julius Randle, two-time All-Star, double-double guy down there in New York. The Clippers like Ticket Man Zubac. What do they all have in common? They were drafted by the Lakers. That's 5. Who was last year's 6th man of the year? Jordan Clarkson. What about Caruso and Josh Hart? What about Kuzma? And they had Brook Lopez. All of them were damn near on the same team. Larry Nance Jr., there you go. All of them were on damn near on the same team. So when you figure 3 of them All-Stars, you got great scores. Kuzma got a championship, and he's showing you what he could do down here in Washington. If you figure that the Lakers stayed pat, and just groomed most of their talent, we won't be having this conversation now. So it's like this. Like I said, I would have traded all of them for Anthony Davis. I took it. I'm cool with that. But if you're not going to groom your talent, if you're not going to keep that's why I was cool. They kept Kuzma. They shouldn't have traded him for nobody old. Shouldn't have traded him for nobody old. Shouldn't have traded KCP for nobody old. You traded a bunch of 25, 26, 27-year-old guys for a 33-year-old dude who relied mostly on athleticism. It was a bad formula. Yes, Lakers fans like that. A lot of people wanted Brandon Ingram. I I stand by getting Anthony Davis. I stand by getting LeBron James. What I don't stand by trading away a Caruso. Getting rid of it. You don't get rid of we weren't that far from a championship. It was injury that got us last year. It wasn't our style of play or our players. So I'm not good with that. Which gave me the impression that, this is about general managers. He said, oh, LeBron did this. Nah, I'm sorry. I think the general manager did this, knowing that in the end he could scapegoat LeBron. And it'll work. Because you got coon ass niggas who think it's okay for the white man to do it, but not you. Then you got. We're going to talk about that later, too. We're going to ask that question. No, they did. Explain that. We're going to talk about that later. I'm going to wash Mimi up and get off of here real quick. But later on, we're gonna do a live later on. We're going to ask. Yes, it was. Thank you, man, Wes. We're going to ask that question. The hidden coonery. Because just like I was talking about that Sha'Carri Richardson shit, ain't nobody talking about, oh, this Russian bitch cheating. All them coon ass niggas that was on her about her smoking weed and how they did her. Won't they? But anyway. And also, why are niggas so uncomfortable with LeBron calling his own shot? Really? Why are niggas? We need to ask that question. Even if it ain't true. Why are people and there's a lot of black people. Why are black people? Right. Because if it was up for LeBron would have traded THT for Kyle Lowry. I'm sorry. Right. We need it for real. I want to hear, for real, I'm going to do it live later on, and we're going to ask the question. Why do you have a problem with black men calling their own shots? Because I hear this a lot, that this is the gripe with LeBron James. They hate LeBron James because he picks his own players. So what you're saying is that you don't want him to have control over who he plays with. You would rather the white guy do it. Leonard, exactly. That's what it's going to boil down to. We're going to expose ballpark eaters, Leonard. You're right. I know this. I'm prepared for this. But that's why we're going to have this conversation. Because, see, that's some hating shit, too. Wasn't nobody mad at Jordan because he had shoes. Ain't nobody hate Jordan because he made all these rich white people money and played and stayed underpaid. Well, you nigga, and Jordan didn't want to be underpaid. Him and Scotty was mad about that shit. And he wanted to call his own shots. That's why he quit. And that's another part why he quit and came back. So he can call his own shots. 30 million, 30 million, 30 million. Nobody was mad that he did that. 30 million for 1 year, every year. Nobody was mad that he did that. Everybody just get mad when LeBron James calls his own shots. And then what happens is y'all get to start talking like, cool, James Harden a coward. Why? He forced his way out of Houston. We got a bubble chip. No, we didn't. We got a championship. It don't say no bubble chip on it. What is bubble chip? No, we got a championship. They had to play in a specific arena because it was a pandemic. But everybody that was supposed to be in the playoffs played. Matter of fact, we was the only people missing players. Avery Bradley. How come dickheads forget that? Dickheads like to discredit the Lakers championship when the Lakers literally was one of the only teams missing a player. The Nets wasn't missing no player because that nigga didn't play the whole fucking year. He was hurt. He just said he wouldn't have went. It's easy to say. We know, nigga, you was injured. Fuck out of here. Man, anyway, I'm talking to these ballpark eating, man. NBA general, stop eating ballparks. LVZ. Dick riding motherfucker.